to join today's live broadcast. My name is Victor. Well, we'll continue to talk about how we uh, to encourage our kids to prepare the school medicine, especially for the middle school student, and they are with some kind of dream to be a doctor in the future, but they don't know how to turn them into reality, and our program can help them very well. Well, my name is Victor. Once I was a doctor in a hospital for years, and then now I quit as a doctor, and now I'm a CEO and a mentor of the VOIIMED mentorship um, program for pre-med. Pre-med is for pre-medical students who would like apply the school medicine in the future. As we know that more and more students would like choose medicine as their lifelong career, and I think there's some saying about the challenge ahead when they consider the medicine. So today I would like talk with you about this, and there's some interesting things about everything. There's two sides here. As we say that every coin has two sides, right? Coin has two sides. But I say if you are very resolute and determined to do something, I think just like the old saying, where there's a will, there's a way. And no one can really stop you from what you're going, where you go, and what you want. I think that's true. But during the process or before the kid and the family, mom and daddy help with the kids to make the decision, they will think a lot on how they can finalize their decision and move on no matter what. Just keep going, fight away. That's not easier way to go. So we would talk about this when we should to sincerely talk with our student, our kids, whether they should choose medicine as their lifelong career if they are interested, especially for those students who are good at biology, chemistry, physics, math, or so-called the talented genius students, and they maybe some of them that are growing in the medical doctor's family, mom and daddy, or one of them or two of them are doctors. I think doctors know very well about the process of applying the school medicine, but because the doctors are very busy in a hospital clinic, and on the other hand, they have forgotten the process of applying this medicine and how to pass the examinations of the biology, physics, and chemistry. Especially, there are a lot of the questions that is far from the real medicine, and it is very basic, and some rules, some maximum, or some the concept that they have forgotten, and they would like their kids to pass the exams at the school with high GPA, and they would like their kids to pass the school medicine admission examination relatively easier. So they need to consult our mentors. That's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. And since you know that we are experts in this field, and we have our mentors are all around the world in the different school medicines, they are they are professors, medical professors. They are medical doctors in many developed countries such as the United States of America, and Canada, and United Kingdom, UK, and Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan, or Hong Kong, Singapore. These are comparatively relative the economic developed countries. And as we know that the doctors in these countries are certainly well paid, and they are respected by their community inhabitants, and they are knowledgeable and kind generally, and they will share their knowledge about medicine. I think that's definitely very good. So they hope that kids to follow their own medicine paths, and I think that we can help them very well and very professional. But we are not guaranteed that this is a kind of a shortcut. There's no shortcut in this world, but there is a comparative advantage for the future doctors when they should start their preparation, where they should find how where they can find some the research opportunity, finding the shadowing opportunity, and that's I think that's very critical, important, and especially for kids who when they find themselves trapped or blocked by some subjects such as physics, chemistry, or biology, and they will have some kind of self-doubt. Their confidence will be challenged by them. So I think we can, at this critical moment, our mentors can instruct professionals sincerely to help these students to get out of their self-doubt. Okay, so I think thank you for all of our followers, listeners joining, and see that see one you WhatsApp my nine my right. So do you like communism? Well, anyway, I don't think we will not talk about any sex or talk about any politics here. But anyway, so we only talk about how we can prepare our kids for the school medicine, as we know that the admission into the school medicine are very challenging, competitive in the English-speaking countries such as UK, US, Canada, Ireland, or Australia, New Zealand, these countries, because the doctors are really in a highest social and well paid. They will be respected, and I think most of the family members would like at least consider their kids to choose medicine as their lifelong career, or some of them even have a strong, very fervent idea, fervent enthusiasm, passion about medicine, because maybe some of them are doctors, maybe some of them have fortunately recovered from some kind of diseases and witnessed the kindness, the professionalism embodied by these doctors, right? So after recovery, he would like his or her kid to be doctor in the future too, right? Okay, I think I think we can help these parents as well as their kids. Yeah, that's what we are good at. Yeah, we are good at this kind of consulting services. Yeah, right. So anyway, I think if you have any question, please feel free to talk to me. Yeah, you can ask there any questions. You see that we have many students all around the world. In some students joining our program who are in UK, who are in Australia, who are in China or in Ireland, and they were like asked to give their in-time advice. Yeah, we can, because now due to the efficient connect of the internet, and we can talk to anybody, can provide their prompt, adequate advices to anybody, right? And you see that I would like talk about some of the kids, some of the students, as well as their parents will think, oh yes, my kids is now at grade 8 or grade 9, and it is a long way, maybe several years ahead, and 2, 3 years or 4 years ahead for my kid to apply for the school medicine. So they don't feel that kind of urgent. I don't agree with this kind of idea. You see that the tendency or the propensity of the kids to fall in some kind of interest into the medicine, there's a long way to go. Rome was not built in one day, as we know, right? So it's true for the student in their grade 7, grade 8 will gradually find who they are, what they can do, and what is the medicine is, and whether they are interested or not. So we have to create various kinds of opportunities for these students, and let them to get involved, learning more about the history of medicine, after the current science technology advancement, or in application in clinical medicine, and also to learn something about the science technology, especially medical technology, health science advancement in the application in this clinical medicine, how they can help patients better, alleviating the pain and improve the health condition, improve the welfare of the patients. Also, in terms of public health, and how to treat the patients with less investment, as less as possible, because not in, for example, in the UK, the National Health System (NHS) has made everyone has the opportunity to see doctor with charge-free. Is good, but in terms of the government fiscal burden, pretty high. And then how we science technology advancement, the latest innovative advancement in improving the health quality of patients, that's I think one of the solutions. And our future doctors, even though they maybe have not finished learning the basic subjects, biology or psychology or chemistry or physics, they should know something about the science technology application in clinical medicine. For example, now about artificial intelligence, and how the artificial intelligence can help the doctors to make the diagnosis appropriately, and how to educate the common patients. I think if we just make use of the artificial intelligence, and then AI can integrate various kinds of the resources on the internet or from the published professional medicine books such as internal medicine, such as surgery, or any other medicine professional textbooks. The artificial intelligence will, to some extent, to educate the patients before they really visit the doctor's clinics or the outpatient. I think based on the mutual understanding, the more the information inputted into the patient, the easier for doctor and the patients to understand each other. That is my understanding. And as to the application of artificial intelligence, some will say, oh yeah, maybe the usage or utility of the artificial intelligence will replace doctors, nurses. Well, I don't think so, because the doctors can have not only have the professional knowledge, but they have the say unparalleled ability that the artificial intelligence can replace, so that doctors cannot be replaced. And on the side of the patients, I don't think that the patients, at least right now, would like ask the artificial intelligence only without any involvement of the doctors and the nurses to conduct or perform the surgery on him or her without involvement of the doctors. I think no such a thing, because everyone has only life once, and they should try to find some reliable doctors who can save their lives. So in this point, that the doctors will not be replaced by artificial intelligence. And second, I think that the human being will enact some law or some kind of a policy to prevent the replacement of artificial intelligence. Even someone say that, oh yeah, maybe in the future the artificial intelligence will have some kind of self-awareness, self-emotion, self-complex personality, and very good sophisticated in medicine. I think there's a long way to go, and there's no need to worry, no need for us to worry too much. I think the artificial intelligence experts will solve this problem, and because from one country to another, from China, to America, to United Kingdom, to Australia, to various kinds of cities, and then these artificial intelligence experts will talk some aspects of how we can prevent the replacement totally, especially for the hierarchy, the positions such as doctor to be replaced by the artificial intelligence, because there is some kind of potential risk to just only performed by the artificial intelligence. So in this way, that the doctors, as much as I know, that will not be replaced by the artificial intelligence, right? So now let's come back to talk about the importance for us to usher or lead our future doctors to know about the science, technology advancement, the innovative programs, inventions, and how the science technology, especially such as the pharmaceutical or immunological, biological drugs, such as like PD-1, PD-L1, and the CAR T, or how to make use of the CRISPR, the genetic sequence or gene cutting technology, how now the stem cells are applied in the clinical situations to help those rare disease, um, and save lives all around the world, and kind of the technological bottle, and how maybe the future doctors can try to figure out this kind of problem. I think there's just so many aspects we can talk to our kids, sincerely. So, and as we know that the difficulty for the students to apply the school medicine, not just the MCAT, not or UCAT, this or ISAT, ISAT, this kind of the school medicine admission test, but there are also some. If you know that every year the school medicine will invite, for example, 1,000 or even 2,000 applicants for interview, and in the end, only 10% of these students, for example, 10% of the 1,500 students will be selected and matriculated into the school medicine. That's to say, on the other side, the 90% of the students will be rejected. So how to pass the interview is a big problem, and then how they can demonstrate their internal enthusiasm, insider passion, and how to persuade the school medicine their doctors, who are still working in a hospital, and they are medical professors in a school medicine. Maybe they are professor, pharmaceutical professor, they are physiological or biochemistry professor, and then they know everything about the medicine, and they know that during the interview, the interviewer will not ask some medicine professional knowledge, will not ask about some university school medicine admission test, because you are selected to join the interview, which means that you are qualified, academically. But the interviews questions, such as multiple mini interview, these questions will just check the motivation of the applicants, the deep understanding of some awkward situations, to test the applicants' communication skills, awkward situation or ethical difficulty situations, communication skills, and some kinship about the kind of their passion for the innovative progress in medicine, and some will some public health questions, or even some will check some if you mention some history of medicine or the history of the school you are applying, that will be welcome. And for example, why do you choose our school medicine as your future medicine? And maybe you can record something about the history of the school medicine, and why would I choose such a school? Because you have some affiliation or family bondage with the school. For example, maybe your friends, your mom and daddy, or your teacher also graduated from this school, and you have been told something about the school, what kind of honorary achievements the professor in this school has gained in the past. I think this kind of information will encourage the school medicine interviewer to think that, oh, you're really the appropriate candidate for our school medicine. That's pretty important, right? Yet for those who are not the native English speaker, we suggest that you gotta improve your oral English. I think if you cannot get the high score in TOEFL or IELTS, for example, your score in a TOEFL is less than 100, or your IELTS score is less than 7, we strongly recommend you to improve your English standardized in test. That is not that kind of easy, I think. So that's why we encourage our student who would like applies for medicine. You gotta prepare as early as possible. If you have time, adequate time, you can improve your English, both written and oral, and listening, speaking, all round. And then you have much more time to know more, some extra things about the medicine, what is the hospital will be like, what is the scheduling will be like, how you can find the resources of scheduling, and how can you conduct the research. I think that, yeah, all in all, the time is the key words I would like to share with you today, that the earlier for the kid, the student to start their preparation, the earlier, the better. The briefly, the earlier, the better. Yeah. Well, I think that before we end of today's live broadcasting, I would like to give you some brief introduction of myself. My name is Victor. I am the CEO and mentor or consultant of our program, VOIIMED mentorship program for international pre-medical students. And I myself have taught the AP, IB, A-level biology and AP, IB, A-level psychology, statistics for more than 12 years. Also, I'm the trainer or the coach of the USABO, USA Biology Olympiad, USA British Biology Olympiad. And also I graduated from my school of medicine, and I've know much, studied the international school all around the world, the very famous countries. Yeah, I think also we have a team of mentors team located all around the world in many developed countries, and they would like to help to direct the future doctors. Okay, so I think that's almost 30 minutes for today's live connection. And if you do not have any question, I would like to end today's broadcasting. Again, thank you for joining me today. We would like to see you next time. Thank you so much.